Hey there, y'all. How are you? Summer with Haman's Nest. I'm excited to spend some time with you live tonight. Me just realizing that I pushed the live button and this wall right here that you can't see is backed up to my washer and dryer, and my washer's on a spin cycle. So for those of you that are catching the replay, you're probably catching the end of that. Welcome to my page. I'm glad you're here. If you've never caught me live before, I am a DIY crafter with a vintage rustic vibe, and I'm located in North Louisiana. I like to say that ever so often so you kind of know where I'm at. And then I do a lot of straight to the point tutorials. We're getting ramped back up for the new year after the holidays have been a little slower with that, but I'm excited to show you a lot of new ideas. But if you like short to the point videos, like I mentioned, let me see over here, then you can go check out my video library if you're not into the live chatting and all that, but it's my favorite time to visit with everyone on here. There I am. Okay, so the best way to let me know you're watching is to send me a heart, a thumbs up, say hello, tell me where you're watching from, tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're excited about next for the new year. The last time I was with you, we crafted this Godfidence, there it is, Godfidence sign back there, which was really fun to spend that time with y'all. And tonight, I was just so excited. I really hadn't planned on coming live tonight, but I was really excited about my new printable collection, which is a little collection of 4 new designs, and I wanted to show one of them off on a simple project. Hello, Sheila from Southeast Texas. Yeah, so it'd be kind of boring if I didn't chat with y'all, right? She said, I'm happy to hear you chat with us. It'd be super boring live craft if we did that. But as I do craft along, if you've never hung out with me, I do love to kind of tell you what I'm doing. I break down the steps, do the best I can to help you recreate something similar or learn a technique or two while you're hanging out with me. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So you're going to see a link in front of you probably that pops up if Facebook's working right. And it's going to have the link to my printable bundles. And the way that I do my printables, it may not be how everybody that designs them. I have just gotten to where I like having 4 to 6 designs in what I call a collection where they all kind of vibe together. And then I just sell them for a very affordable cost. Sometimes the cost of just 1 or 2 printables, but you get a whole bundle of them. So even if like all the designs aren't something you want to use, it's a really good deal. For this vintage Valentine's bundle, you would get 4 different designs. They're all going to come in 8x10. PDF, and anyway, if you click the link, it'll explain everything you get. And then I have 2 bonus sheets that I threw in there that are PDFs with some multiple sizes laid out, like something you could use like this size. If you could resize these yourself, by the way, and put 4 to a page and make little Valentine's cards, or you can make them even smaller, make little tags for your projects. The possibilities are endless once you start using printables to craft with. I see Allie asked what type of paper you can print them on. This is on cardstock. Tonight, the project that we're making a cute little riser with this little thrifted plaque. Yes, it's thrifted, even though it's still wrapped in the brand new plastic. And we're using rice paper that I printed out. So that's different. That's kind of like decoupage paper. You can print on tissue paper, different decoupage papers, even fabric. It's beautiful. I'll have to do a fabric creation with these because these are so pretty, and they give me that texture because they look like, let me give you a close-up. So that one's Cupid. That kind of looks like drop cloth that I've layered there. So this is meant to kind of look like a love letter. And then you've got different layers. You've got this that kind of looks like drop cloth. You've got some beautiful rose corner brackets that kind of pull in the designs. This one's, of course, is Cupid with a rosy heart. This one's meant to look like torn paper. A couple torn paper hearts. This one's beautiful roses, which we're using tonight with the word love there. And then this typewriter has the same. They all kind of coordinate. And this says, let all that you do be done in love, 1 Corinthians 16:14 on a vintage typewriter. So those are the 4 designs. You can also comment the word bundles, and you'll get a link directly to your inbox if you'd rather that. Like if you already X'd out that link in front of you, you can just type bundles and you'll get it to you. You can look at it now, later, whenever. So they do come in 8x10. Of course, like I said, you can shrink them down, resize them. But tonight we are getting crafty with this plaque. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm happy you're hanging out with me tonight. And hey, Sue, hey, Michelle, they are really pretty. Yes, it's a print yourself. It's just a digital file that you're purchasing from me, digital files. The bundle will come with all 4 designs. Pre-done for you. You can, like I said, you can change them up, change up the sizes, completely up to you. And all my bundles, if you'll be directed to different bundles, you can shop around. But some of them, they come in different sizes, different file types. I just kind of change it up. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling. So let's go ahead and open up this wood plaque, shall we? We're going to make a really pretty simple riser. Now the one I'm working with tonight, like I said, I printed on rice paper, which is decoupage paper. And that just sends right through the printer, y'all. If you've never printed on rice paper, usually I can't find it in the regular 8.5 by 11 sizes. That's for my printer. So it comes in like, I think an A4 size is what it's called. And I just cut it down to 8.5 by 11 using like a piece of cardstock as a template. And I just load it right in my printer and print out. Works out really, really well. It's very beautiful. It's going to look really pretty on this plaque. Now, I don't want it to be too translucent, so I am going to give it a quick coat of plaster paint here. Welcome, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said, let me know you're watching with a little thumbs up or heart or something. Let's Facebook. No, you want to see more of me? Oh, it's freezing on your side? I'm sorry. The replay might be better. I tell my private group, it won't hurt my feelings if you watch the replay. Because I know the replays have been better quality than the actual lives, and I hate that. Okay, but let's see if, for those of you that do hang out, if we can get it going. Oh, look, that almost looks like a big fat chunky heart that I put on my plate with the paint. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a quick thin coat over this plaque. This is just a solid wood plaque. This that I printed on the rice paper, I don't know if I mentioned that already. This is the size that it comes to you, the full 8 by 10. But like I said, you could easily take all the images and make smaller note cards and tags and stuff like that. So then we're going to put some cute little feet on it. While we're letting this dry, we're going to get the feet painted too. This will give me more of an opaque look and allow the design to really pop, because I didn't want it to be, this particular design to be that translucent look. This should dry pretty quick because it's chalk paint. I didn't mention already, I'm using the Waverly Plaster Color. And then we're going to do some blending and stuff like that on the edge. Some distressing. So I'm hoping this little idea, I love the shape of this plaque. Got this for $1 at the thrift store. I know you can get them brand new, but that's what I gave for mine. If you are a Creative Nest private member, yes, Patty. If you're in my private group, you already have access to these as part of your membership. Okay, so we're going to keep going. We're going to go around the edges here. Get all that. I think this plaster color really complements. There's another color too. Which one is it? The Cottage White by Folk Art that really complements the colors going on in these printables already. You see like the creamy look, isn't that pretty? So it really matches sort of an off-white tinge. So we're just gonna get this on there. The top is already almost dry. But I only have the one of these, so I couldn't get any work done ahead of time. So you get to see it from complete start to finish. It's a pretty quick project. So who has put up their Christmas? Who's leaving it out and holding on? I'm holding on, y'all. I'm one of the holder honors. And it may be that mine doesn't come down for the entire month of January. I don't really know. I want to put some of my Valentine stuff up. Just a little bit of it. But that'll be here before you know it. Okay, I'm going to let this dry just a minute. And I'm going to figure out, because I want, whenever I glue these, see, these are the little feet that I'm going to use, these little chunky kind of wood candlesticks. I get these in the wood pile section. Let me see. Hey, Elizabeth from California. Kathy, I'm glad you caught me live. You get 5 of them for $4.99. And if, y'all, I don't know how this sells. I think they've gone up to $5.99 on this package. I think I have an old product package. But I think that these would be in the 40% off. So you get 5 of them at $5.99. So disregard, I think the 4, don't quote me on that, because I don't know. It's been hard to keep up with all the price increases at Hobby Lobby. But you can find these in the wood pile section. And let's go ahead and turn on this fan, because I got to figure out what to do with the back of this. I'm gonna let that dry for a second. Kathy says she puts her Christmas up, oh, the day after Christmas, so I can bring in the new year fresh. Yes, I need this to be on me right now. It's hot in here. You know, I had some company for New Year's Eve. I had a little party for New Year's Eve, and so I left my Christmas up for that to be festive. And I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how long I'm going to leave it up yet. If y'all hear Rusty bark, it's because my husband just got home. Barb says she's still holding on because she doesn't decorate for Valentine's. Even if you're not a Valentine's decorator, you're still going to get some fun techniques and ideas from tonight's project. So still hang out with me. Beth says hers down. She downloaded this print today. Yay! Pamela, you're so welcome. Carol's holding on. I think I already said that. Hello. Oh, you're sweet, Peggy. Ditto. She says, I hope your Christmas and New Year's was as special as you are. I feel the same about each of y'all. Sheila, we did do a lot of fun techniques in today's session. She's talking about in my private group. Yes, Patty. You got a new Hobby Lobby pan? That is so exciting. The wood pile section is going to be where all the unfinished wood signs and all that are. Go look in there. There's like a lot of little knickknacks, little things you can use as feet and like embellishments on your projects. There's little packages of things, but there's also like big signs, like little birdhouses, candlesticks, all that kind of stuff. Definitely go down those couple aisles because you should be able to find that stuff. Valentine's mixed in with winter would be really pretty. Deborah said she paid so much for her beautiful real tree this year. It's staying up until it's gone. For those of you seeing the word bundles get typed in the comments, that's because I just said you could get some more information direct to your inbox about my new bundle, my new printable collection for Valentine's Day. And it'll tell you how much it is. It's, already forgot how much it is. $4.99. I didn't even say that. It's $4.99 for all 4 files and then 2 extra PDF bonus files with some smaller sizes. Okay, this is already dry. Here's what we need to do. We need to also put on some Mod Podge. Let's turn that off. So we're going to just drizzle this on here. No need to waste a plate on that one. Valentine's in winter, that's fun. I think that is really, really fun. All right, I'm getting one good coat of Mod Podge here on the top because I'm going to do the iron-on technique. So we want to let that get dry too. I'm going to go ahead and do the feet as well, because I know already I kind of have in my mind like what colors and all that I want to kind of have going on with this. I think I want to do like a stained feet look and that. So here's what we'll do. I'm probably going to stain the bottom too, but maybe not while I'm live with y'all. Let's get this drying over here. I got limited table space happening over here. Point that fan where I can't feel it. And let's get these feet out. Okay, so we'll let that Mod Podge dry all the way so we can do that really great technique where you heat iron it on. Sue says, I can't seem to be able to download the files, the free ones. I'm talking about if the free printables that I have on my website, it doesn't take a special printer. I just have a regular HP inkjet printer. Some people have laser printers. It doesn't take a special printer though. You shouldn't have any issues with it. And if you're wondering about my free printables, you can comment the word freebies and you'll get a link to my free printables on my site. I still have my Christmas decorations up. Also, my mantle is done and all the, oh, that sounds pretty in a white snow village and trees. Yeah, my laundry room looks kind of more wintry, just plain wintry. I just put up a plain white flocked Christmas tree in the corner of my laundry room. And I'm enjoying looking at that too. So I'm going to take some decor wax. The Folk Art Home Decor Wax, just like this. The brown stuff. And I'm going to just wax right over the top of this raw wood just to give it a stained kind of look. So this is not paint. This is actually, it's called decor wax. It's more like a glaze. I'm going to use some of the same color tone to kind of blend the top. I'm going to get a little messy. I don't have any gloves or anything on. So let's get all 4 of these little feet coated, and then we're going to wipe it back with some baby wipes. Wait, these over here. Ooh, that feels good. Catch some of that breeze. Okay. The keyword thing, y'all, is working so great. I'm loving having that. That just helps me serve y'all better because it's just right to your inbox, and y'all don't have to wait on me to respond to messages because my message box gets kind of overrun sometimes, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe back the excess just to kind of give it a distressed look around all those pretty details of this little candlestick, and I'll give you a close-up of what that looks like. And that's really pretty. I like that. So we're going to do the rest of them real quick. Well, I hope that your January is going, doesn't it? It already feels like it's been a week in January, but it's only the 4th, y'all. So that's good, I guess. Starting the new year feeling like it's moving slower. I just feel like I'm getting back in the groove of things after having a slower time and just kind of enjoying more family time and things like that. And so I'm very excited though. I'm excited for the spring. Excited for my yard to not look like it's dead and cold and lifeless. But I'm also, we're having a pretty mild winter overall here in North Louisiana. There's been a couple of cold snaps, but nothing like some of y'all. We probably won't get any snow. I don't know. You never know. We could get snow in late January or something. But it's not frigid like it is a lot of other places. So, where my sister lives in Denver, she's still getting snow all the way up till when it's returning spring here. I'm sure some of y'all live over on that side too. Penny, keywords for tonight. Freebies if you want to see some of the free printables I have. And I will be putting out a free Valentine's themed printable within the next week or so. Maybe the next week or 2 at the most. But I have some other past season freebies. They go all the way back to Easter and St. Patrick's Day because I started them last year. And then if you comment the word bundles, you'll be able to see my new bundle that I'm showing off tonight. My printable bundle, because I'm using a printable for my Valentine's, vintage Valentine's collection tonight. Okay, so I love the way this looks so far. We got one more to go. And we're going to need this brush and this wax to maybe do some antiquing on our little plaque. But I love designing the printables for y'all. They're just kind of complement what we do. I don't use printables for every craft. Probably only maybe 10% of what I do. But it's really fun to design them, and every time I design them, I get a little better and a little better, learn a few new things. So they've gotten more layered and more complicated as time has gone on, just because I've kind of learned my way around it a little bit more. Okay. All right, so our little feetsies are all done. So those look pretty, don't you think? I think those will be really pretty. That really nice vintage look underneath this plaque. Elizabeth, can someone tell me if my transaction went through? I don't know what transaction you're talking about, Elizabeth. Can you give me some more details and I'll let you know. I'm in Port Huron, Michigan, Peggy Grabowski says, and all we've gotten is a light dusting of snow so far, but it has been cold. Burr, burr, burr. Cold, cold, cold. Mod Podge is still a little bit wet, but it should be pretty close to being ready to take the particular. I couldn't decide between these two. I had both of these printed out to do the plaque, and the reason that I chose this one is because no matter if I put like a candle or something on this plaque, use it kind of as a candle base, I could still see the word love and still see that it's roses. If I use this one, I'm really just covering up Cupid, so I could use him for something different. So that's why I decided on that one. Tried to order bundle. Okay, if you paid for the printable bundle, you'll get an email confirmation with easy access info. It's going to give you all that you need to know to get in there and download them, and you'll have access to them whenever, as many times as you want to go in there and get them. So you don't have to do it right away. Okay, so I'm going to lay this where it's supposed to go. I'm trying to look at the edges of the plaque. I need to make sure that it's going to go in the right spot. Okay, that looks good. So the Mod Podge is nearly dry, and this is just a really nice technique I like to use to help with like bubbling. So the only part of this design I'm not going to be able to see with this technique is the little rose corner bracket, but that's okay. You don't always have to use every part. This is every part of a printable design. This is a Teflon sheet. I'm just going to lay on top here. And I've got a hot iron ready to go, and I'm just going to lay that back on there, and it is going to reactivate that almost dried glue. What type of paper did you say you're using? I printed mine out tonight on rice paper. So I am just using a hot iron, no steam, and we're just going to let that melt. Here in Massachusetts, I was just there with the summertime, Maria. Landed in Boston and visited some Maine and Boston. She said, we're supposed to get 8 inches of snow Saturday night. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, enjoy your snow days the best you can. I'm sure y'all are way more prepared for it than us down here in the South are. Rice paper is just it's a paper that you can use as a decoupage medium. I order mine off Amazon. It usually only comes in the A4 sizes. So you have to cut it down to fit into your printer, but it's very easy to do. I just hold a piece of cardstock up to it and trim it up. If y'all remind me, I can grab it. It's over here behind me. I'll grab it and show you what the package looks like. I don't know of anywhere that sells it in person where you can get rice paper and just buy it. If somebody does, y'all are welcome to share it with people down in the comments. Hello, Patty in Florida. Rice paper just prints right in my inkjet printer. I'm sure it would print in a laser printer too. Pretty sure. This Teflon sheet is just protecting the printable from getting too hot. And the glue is just a heat protector. So I'm going to peel it back. I'm going to see. Seems pretty stuck. Looks good. Let me grab the so this is what the rice paper looks like. So see what I said? It comes in I think it's A4. It comes in 9.5 by 13-inch sheets. And I just cut it down to 8.5 by 11 and put it right in my printer. And it's like a decoupage paper, so it's just a little different. It's just a little different than regular paper. There's also mulberry paper, which is really pretty. It adds a little bit more texture and interest. Now we're going to take this sander here, and we are going to distress, not distress, we're going to score the edges and get all that extra paper off that we're not using that goes with the shape of our little plaque here. I like it because this kind of technique does really well for that. Behaves a lot like tissue paper or napkins, but it's thicker than napkins, so not as easy to tear. It's just fun to play with different things. Isn't that going to be so pretty? Kind of has a shabby chic look to it, doesn't it? I like that more dressy Valentine's look, personally. That may not be everybody's style, but it's more my thing. Yeah. Woodland Oville. Oh, Woodland Oville. I don't know what I just read. Lori says, I'm in Woodville, Ohio, and have not had snow since Halloween Day. Oh my gosh, and see, some people got snow so early. The plaque is just from the thrift store. Hobby Lobby does carry it. I've never bought it at Hobby Lobby. Sandy, I do. I design my printables on Canva. C-A-N-V-A. Kansas is supposed to get 6 inches of snow. So anyway, isn't this beautiful? That looks good. That looks really good. Of course, you could just make this a sign or whatever. But we're going to just, we are going to make it, I kind of want to go ahead. Let me go ahead and stain the bottom of this plaque. Because it'll be very difficult to do that once I add these little feet. It's going to be a lot harder to do that. So I'm just using the same brown wax that I used for the feet. And I'm just going to wipe off the excess right quick with the baby wipe. It dries really fast. And that'll just give it more of a finished look. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about that not having that finished feel. But I was so excited about these designs. I just wanted to do something quite simple with them. I'll let that dry for just a second. We don't need my iron anymore. Let's move that out of the way before somebody burns themselves. That would be me. And I'm going to let that dry for just a second and check your comments. Yes, where the canvases are, it comes in a sheet or on a roll. Cool. I've only ever bought the one package, and it's huge. It's got 100 sheets. It would take me forever to go through it, so I've just never had to buy it anywhere else. Yes, the stain is really just antiquing wax by Folk Art. I get it at Hobby Lobby. It's just brown antiquing wax. Thank y'all. I'm glad. What are you using on the back? I'm just letting the back dry right now, but I'm going to use a little bit of, just a little bit of this antiquing wax, and I'm going to go around the edges of my printable here. I'm just going to kind of play with this because I don't really know how heavy I want it yet. I really just want it to be an accent. I don't want to completely distress the whole thing. I could if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. So I kind of just want it to be an accent. Let's just kind of put it a couple places, and then I'm gonna grab a baby wipe and get it to, what's the word? I'm trying to think what the word is. Kind of smudge it. That's a good word to use. I'm kind of just deciding how heavy I want to go around the edges. And then I've got some water. This is just water, y'all. Keeping in mind, I haven't sealed this or anything, but I kind of just want to smudge this antiquing wax around the edges. This is paper, so it's going to kind of just give it a little bit of an older look, and then I'm going to rub that in around the edges. Just kind of one of those things you play with. Decide how much you want to put on. Whatever to your liking. I like it. Kind of gives it that vintage vibe around the edges. That's what I was kind of going for. So I can always come back. Yeah, grunging it up just a little bit. I want to keep some of the brightness of the design because I really do like it. Now I'm just kind of finger painting with this paper towel, and I'm just going to kind of highlight just a little bit more. It just kind of helps that design pop. You can go little or a bunch on this. It's really up to your style. Just kind of helping it. I'm just making sure it looks right. Okay, so after, yes, I think it makes the design stand out big time. If you like this kind of style, then this technique works. If not, you could find something that you like. Okay, so I'm happy with how that looks from a distance. I think it's really beautiful. Even the sides has a little bit. I do believe it enhances it. That's a great word, Karen. I do believe it enhances it a lot. And what I'm going to do, let me see if this is dry. Since I know that I want to probably use this as like a candle stand and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to seal this decoupage paper. So just going to do a quick drizzle of Mod Podge. And hope that we don't get too much bleeding. Sometimes with inkjet printers, you can get a little bit of bleeding on printables. Really depends on the colors that you're using. This looks like it's not going to give me any trouble, so that's good. So I like that. That'll give me some protection for whatever I set on top of it. Let me put this in front of the fan and put my brushes in water right quick, and then we'll attach the feet. And we will be finished. Ooh. So good. Catherine Les, when she asked, let me say this for those watching on replay especially. She's asking, when you put Mod Podge on the top of that, does it want to bubble up any? So if you still have really wet Mod Podge underneath whatever paper, tissue paper, napkins, whatever you've decoupaged, if you still have wet Mod Podge under there, you have more chances of it bubbling. So it really depends on what technique you use. Like I use the heat technique where I put the Mod Podge, let it dry, then use the Teflon and the heat and reactivated the glue. So it's not soaking wet, so I have 0 bubbles. 0 bubbles. It looks fantastic. And it's not doing any kind of bubbling at all. You see how thin that is? So that's why I really love. Good idea, Betty. She says she sprays her inkjet prints with hairspray. And we talked about that in my private group. We have those conversations about all those little hacks and everything for best practices. And I've heard that that helps with the bleed through. Brenda, if you're one of my Nest sisters in my private group, yes, you have already gotten access to this collection. So go check our group and you'll see your way to access them. What wax do you use and where do you buy it? So I have Waverly's Antique Brown Wax that I get at Walmart. And then I also have this one that is Folk Art, and that is at Hobby Lobby. So let's decide. I'm thinking I get more contact. I get more contact. Do you see how there's not much wood there? I'm going to get more surface contact if I use them this way. And I kind of actually prefer the look. So let me show you what I'm saying. So if I use them this way instead of this way, I actually like the look and I get more surface to surface contact. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me flip that over and figure out where I want these first. And I think I kind of want them right there in that little groove. I think that now I need to test this. Hold on. I need to test this and make sure that that's what I want it to look like. Always got to double check before you actually glue something on. I think that's going to look the best. Yes, that looks wonderful. Okay, so now I know that I like that. And I'm just going to use a little bit. Actually, I know that hot glue is going to hold, but I'm going to be extra. And I'm going to use E6000 and then just one little dot of hot glue. I like to say that my hot glue is a quick set glue. This E6000 is a slow set glue. And it's going to give me a better hold than hot glue does. So I'm going to put that along the outer ring and then one little dab of hot glue in the center. And that should give me a really good hold and keep it from moving about while that slow setting E6000 is doing its thing. Okay. So let's do this. There's a lot of different ways we could use this plaque for sure. Let me see. Beautiful like the wax. Then you can flip it and burn 4 candles. Hold on. I must have missed that. What you talking about? I missed that in the chat. If you had a wonderful Christmas, where did you get? Oh, you mean you could put candles? I see. Yes, you could. You absolutely could. I get where you're saying. You're saying if I flip it upside down, it would just be like a little candle holder centerpiece thing. Sure. That's a cute idea. These little candlestick things came from Hobby Lobby. They come 5 to a package. I think this is old packaging. I mentioned it earlier. I think they're $5.99 now. So you will probably get them when the woodpile section is on sale. And you get 5 pieces in them. So, like I said, this glue takes forever to set, so it's not going to dry on me. But I'm going to do these one by one. Big dob of hot glue in the center. I'm going to get up on top of it so that I get it right. Okay. That's a real cute idea. I'm going to have to try that out. They say candlesticks. I don't know a size candle that would fit in there. I don't know if a regular taper would. I would have to test that. But anyway, like I said, I hadn't planned on going live tonight, but I was just so excited to share these with y'all. As a reminder, the 2 words that I have tonight for you are bundles. If you want to shop the new bundle here and look at some of my past ones from 2023, because this is the first bundle of 2024, yay. And then you can also comment the word freebies and you can see the different free printables I have on my site. And I'll be adding a new one for January in the next week or so. Perfect. You are so welcome, Penny. This is a cute project. I know that I'm going to use it as a candle riser because it just makes your candles look so much prettier when you put them on some kind of riser like this. Yes, Kelly, E6000, and one of the reasons is E6000, especially for those that are trying to make as gifts or make to sell, E6000 is just a better glue overall. So that looks amazing, y'all. Isn't that the cutest? Give you a little, it's kind of hard to see it up there, but so I answered Anita's question. Kimberly says you can put felt on the bottom of the feet, so scratch your table. Oh, that's a good idea too. Yeah. I answered that, Lenice, so hopefully you saw that about where I got those. This was so much fun. I hope that y'all love it. So just another idea for printable designs is to make little risers out of them, no matter the shape or whatever. I just thought this was dressy and matched the kind of the look of this particular printable. Just as a reminder, the printable bundle that I was talking about and featuring tonight, it's 4 designs: a vintage typewriter, the rose one, which you see me feature here, paper hearts, and then Cupid. And you get them 4. These are just compressed and put on one sheet, but they come in 8x10 sizes. You can change and adjust those if you'd like. They come with 2 bonus PDFs that have them in different sizes. You can use these to like these. I could cut these out and make little Valentine note cards, or you can make them even smaller and have like little tags and stuff for your project. So they're very versatile, and I hope that you enjoy them. I enjoyed creating this with you. I'm gonna give you one more close-up look before. It really does have that kind of shabby chic look. And then there's the feet and how we stained the bottom, so it has a really nice finished look. I love that idea of using it after Valentine's Day and putting little candles. I could see like, you know, candles here and then one big pillar candle in the center. That would actually be pretty cute. Thank you for that idea. I forget who said that. This one tonight, Hope, I printed on rice paper, but you could do it on anything. Tissue paper. You can repurpose. You know how some people decoupage with napkins and you have to remove the layers, and usually it's a white layer. If it's a 2-ply or 3-ply, and you take those extra layer plies off before you decoupage with a napkin, you can actually tape those with Scotch tape on a piece of cardstock, and you can print on those and kind of make your own custom paper. You can print on white tissue paper. I've done that many times. Fabric. I think some of these designs will look so pretty on fabric, so I'll have to try that out. But it was fun sharing this with y'all. I'm going to let y'all run and enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. And yeah, I like the bigger feet. So they make all kinds of different sizes, but all right. Thanks, Donna. Thank Jeannie. Thank you, Jeannie. Find your printables to purchase. Just type the word Rhonda King. Ask, where can I find your printable to purchase? Type bundles and you'll get a link to my site and you'll be able to look around. I've never printed on parchment paper, Johnny. That's a great question, though. I'm sure you could. If you cut it to size, probably run it straight through your printer. I just don't know if the ink would stick to it. Hold Hold up in a bathroom. If you were to mail it on a wall plaque, would it hold up in a bathroom? I don't know, yeah. Teflon paper, you can just use parchment paper, or you can order Teflon sheets off of Amazon. Susan. All right, well, it was so much fun. I'm going to let y'all run, and I'll see y'all next time, okay? If you want to get on my text list, you can text anything you want. Tell me hi or whatever. I'll end with this. You can text 318-414-8279, and you'll just get text alerts for when I'm live. I usually send out a text just a few minutes before I'm going to hop on the live if you want to know when you can join me. So it was fun seeing y'all and interacting with y'all as always. I appreciate y'all so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.